but he was a guy that we always knew that we could talk to who was going to give us an honest response, whether good or bad. So
right, and that does happen in the locker room. Certain players talk better than others, and Jeter always gave the right answer, whether you believed him or not. It didn't matter, and he never was, pointing fingers. He was always Mr. Team, and
Jeter was the master of saying stuff but never saying anything.
Right, you've always said
because you couldn't quote him.
Right, you always said that all the articles needed Jeter's quote, but you wish you had other quotes sometimes.
Yeah, because
nothing against Jeter either.
No. I mean, it's smart. It's smart for an athlete if he can master that skill, but it's not an easy skill to master. Believe me.
Yeah, he did a well job on that.
Yeah, but anyway, let's talk about the Red Bulls because last night was really, and I'm not overstating this. It was a glorious evening for the Red Bulls because this is a team that has underachieved for decades now in the playoffs. And Columbus beat the Red Bulls 1-0 last week in the first leg of this series. And the Red Bulls last night had to win by 2 goals. So they took a lead at halftime, 1-0. And then Daniel Royer, of all people, not the best guy on the team. He's not Bradley Wright Phillips. But Daniel Royer scored 2 goals in approximately a 3-minute span. That turned 1-0 into 3-0, and just like that, the Red Bulls were on their way to the Eastern Conference Final. And Royer, the first goal he scored was just a beautiful passing combination. It went from the top of the box. They went ping, 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 and Royer finished, great finish. And then 3 minutes later, like I said, he gets the ball. It was probably close to 25 yards from goal, and just hit a rocket. I mean, the goalie probably should have saved it, but I think he struck the ball so hard that the pace of it surprised him because it went basically over his head and under the crossbar. Now, most goalies should have that space covered, but the shot came in with such ferocity that the goalie just was a little bit late to react, and the ball was in the net. And this is Zach Steffen, who was the MLS goalie of the year. So I mean, we're not talking about a hack goalie here. But now the Red Bulls and Atlanta United will face each other next week for the Eastern Conference Final in what really should be an entertaining in a meeting, I guess.
Right.
These are the 2 best teams in MLS this season.
Right.
So you could make the argument that this actually should be the MLS Cup. But, these teams, they battled all season for first place in the Eastern Conference. The Red Bulls actually overtook Atlanta in the final game of the season. But Atlanta had held on to first place for most of the season. So I'm sure Atlanta is not real happy about losing first place and the Supporters' Shield to the Red Bulls. And I'm sure, obviously, the Red Bulls want to get to the MLS Cup, which would be in Red Bull Arena, assuming they win. But we'll have to see what happens there. But it's going to be an entertaining series, for sure.
Well, do they play aggregate in this too?
I'm actually looking for that. I'm pretty sure they do, but I'm looking for the schedule and I don't see one. So
okay, well, I hate aggregate, but that's something else.
Hang on, let me just double check.
I'll tell you what, you double check. We're going to take a break. You're listening to From the Press Box right here on 90.3 WHPC. He's Tim Leonard. I'm Rob Leonard. And by the way, we're part of the Sports Talk family here at WHPC. Mondays at 5 p.m., Tuesdays at 5 p.m., Thursdays at 9 p.m., Fridays at 3 p.m., and of course From the Press Box every Monday 9 to 10. Right here on WHPC, the voice of Nassau Community College.
Okay.
Yo.
Tell your friends about the Nassau Morning Madhouse. Hear what you're missing.
Check it out.
Check it out.
I want to talk about something that's not going to be forever.
Oh my God, I'm so scared. What is this thing that's going to be off the grid, Mike?
So there was this one place. You used to sweep the nation. You'd see it everywhere.
Like it was a store?
It was a store.
A food place, or?
I'm not going to go into specifics.
I'm going to go with Chuck E. Cheese's.
Oh,
don't even.
Chuck E. Cheese's.
Stop. That was my childhood. I love Chuck E. Cheese. It's time to grow up.
I had a birthday party there.
I've never had
Chuck E. Cheese.
What?
Where's your childhood? First I learned you don't like Cheerios. Now you never step foot in a Chuck E. We're changing.
I don't like things that start with CH.
NASA Morning Madhouse. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9. Yeah. On the voice of Nassau Community College.
90.3 WHPC.
Hi, folks. I'm Mel Tillis, and you ain't gonna believe this.
Hi, this is Wanda Jackson. Hi, this is Loretta Lynn.
Hi, neighbor. This is Charlie Leuven.
Hi, everybody. This is Bobby Bear.
Hello, everybody. This is Ronnie Millsap.
Hello, friends. This is Mike Wiseman.
Hi, this is Lynn Anderson.
Hello, friends. This is Jim Ed Brown.
Hi, friend. This is Charlie Pride.
Hi, folks. This is Ricky Skaggs.
And this is Michael Anthony. Join me and my legendary friends as we travel down Old Country Road that Sunday evenings from 8 to 10. We'll pick you up at the next corner. Why don't you join us as we head down Old Country Road for miles and miles and miles, right here on 90.3 WHPC, the voice of Nassau Community College.
Hi, everyone. This is Bob Petrowski, better known in WHPC circles as New York Polka Bob. Maybe you're trying to get back to your roots, or maybe you're just tired of the same old top 40 songs. If you're looking for something new, something different, something to help you forget your troubles for a moment, then maybe the Polka Beat Ukrainian Melody Time is the place for you. Polka Bob every Monday night at 8 p.m., bringing you the best in polkas, Ukrainian melodies from yesterday and today. Maybe you'll hear something your grandma used to sing, or maybe you'll hear something that's a pop tune that's gone polka style. That's Polka Beat every Monday night at 8 p.m. The voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Also available on the iHeartRadio app.
.3 WHPC, the voice of Nassau Community College. Welcome back to From the Press Box. I'm Rob Leonard. Who's on the phone, brother? Me, I know. What's your name again?
Tim Leonard.
Tim Leonard, that's right. Anyway, brother,
how could you forget?
What was the answer that you looked up?
The answer to the question is... Oh, I'm getting a lot of reverb now.
Yeah, you are. I don't know why.
Atlanta, the Red Bulls will go to Atlanta this coming Sunday and play at Mercedes-Benz Stadium at 5 o'clock. Expect a huge crowd, by the way, for that.
Well, they drew 70,000 for the end.
They might. Atlanta is famous for getting big crowds.
Well, it's funny.
They pack them in down there.
Well, they had 70,000.
Yeah.
According
that's why
to
they're
today's
famous
Daily
for big
News.
crowds.
Well, I'm just saying.
So
that's old Cosmo numbers.
Well, yes, that is going to be the first of the two legs. And then on Thursday, November 29th, that is going to be I don't know why. Why next week is the international break. That's why there's no games next week. But yeah, Sunday the 25th in Atlanta, and then Thursday the 29th at Red Bull Arena at 7 p.m. And over in the Western Conference, you have Portland is playing host to Sporting KC, or Spork as I like to call them. That game is also on Sunday the 25th. That's at 7:30. It's probably going to be a doubleheader on ESPN. And then Sporting Kansas City will play host to Portland on Thursday the 29th, and that game will be at 9:30, and more than likely another doubleheader.
Way to keep the momentum going, MLS.
Well, it's that they can't be blamed for that because that's the international break. So there's going to be international friendlies, and a lot of players from these teams will be playing for their international sides. I'm sure that the MLS teams are going to do whatever they can to make sure as many players as possible don't play in those games, because I know that they don't want anybody to get hurt, especially with such a key part of the season coming up. So, and that's something that teams around the world do. If they have important competitions coming up, they will talk to various, whether it's the United States national team or other countries, depending on where the players are from. But there is lobbying that gets done, and requests that are made to say, hey, look, we don't want so-and-so playing in your international, basically meaningless international friendly, because we have really important games coming up.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if several members of Major League Soccer teams either don't play if they do wind up going to these trainings or international friendly games, or that they just beg off and say, look, get us next time after the season is over, because next international break, by then Major League Soccer season will be over. But that's a key thing, because, like I said, if somebody from the Red Bulls or Atlanta United or Portland or Sporting KC, if they wind up with a significant injury in one of those games, that could obviously alter the playoff aspirations of any of these teams.
But it's like, you know what, and I keep knocking the MLS, and I love doing it.
Yeah, you do. Why do you do that?
Because what bothers me is the season is way too long. The season's going to end.
No, it's not. It really isn't.
In December. Jeez, guys running around in shorts in a cold weather stadium is not what I call fun to watch.
It's like 50 degrees today.
Yeah, let's say it snows.
And it's not going to snow when it's 50 degrees. What are you talking about?
I've seen games MLS when it snowed.
So what?
We've played in snow. It's horrible.
We played in snow, exactly.
But that was April. Yeah,
what are you, Trump? You can't go out in the rain? I mean,
no. It's just you shouldn't watch guys in shorts in the snow. I'm sorry. I'm just, and also, it's like having it. It's called a friendly, of course. Imagine, let's say, in baseball, they had exhibition games during the middle of the World Series. And Mariano Rivera just blew out his arm in an exhibition.
Well, they do have the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, but that's before the season.
That happens during spring training when they're trying to get ready for the season.
Yeah, but that's a little different. That's spring training.
It's not that much different.
I don't know. Anyway, let's quickly talk about the Knicks. I'm not sure. Well, we should say that Carmelo Anthony looks like he's gone with the Rockets. Reports are that he's gone.
That is the word, brother.
That is sad.
That's being reported. The rumors are definitely swirling in Houston. You have to remember, the Rockets were one of the best teams in the NBA last season. And as far as I know, the only significant change they made in the offseason was that they brought in Carmelo Anthony.
Right.
Now, Chris Paul and James Harden obviously form one of the best backcourts, if not the best backcourt in the NBA. But right now, the Rockets are 5-7. And they need to figure it out, because 5-7 in the West obviously is not getting it done. They're not obviously not even a playoff team right now.
No.
But the West, with so many good teams, can get away from you in a hurry. And if it's being determined that Melo is in any way the problem, when he was signed to a veterans exemption or exception, and basically it was with a short leash, and the Rockets people said, look, if this isn't working out, then we're going to let you go. And I think we're kind of at that point now, because Melo, to his credit, has done what the Rockets have asked him to do.
Right, there hasn't been much complaining from him.
Yeah, he's come off the bench, but his game at this point in his career is he's more of a jump shooter than anything else. And he's never really been all that good of a jump shooter. So, if he can't drive and get to the basket like the Melo of old, then I'm not really sure how much good he's going to be to a club. And you also have to remember that he and Mike D'Antoni, who's now the Rockets coach, never had a good relationship when D'Antoni was with the Knicks. So I'm sure that the coach wouldn't mind getting rid of him, based on his previous prejudices against Melo. But that being said, they were talking about signing a guy who they brought in, an undrafted free agent. D'Antoni was raving about the kid. Oh, he hustles, he does this, he does that, and it seems like the writing is on the wall there.
Yes, sadly.
So I don't know where Melo will go after that, but to me, his career is on the verge of being over.
Bring him back to the Knicks. The Knicks are just as bad as they always are, so why not?
I don't think it would be a good idea.
No, it wouldn't be.
Just in one sense it would be, because I think the fans would be happy to see him, and he would give them the name player to cheer for. But at the same time, it's taking shots away from Kevin Knox, and it's taking development opportunities away, and that's really what the Knicks need to focus on. So
yeah, too bad Melo can't come in and be more like a mentor.